All right, hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to SpeedGaming for week 2 of the Link to the Past Randomizer League 2025 edition. I'm Ari Stark 2942 on comms tonight with Gamma Chew. Hello, Gamma.
Hello, Arya. Good evening to you. How are you doing this evening?
I am doing okay. I've already played my race of this mode, and I don't have to play another. So I'm pretty excited to watch other people play the mode. And the people we have playing the mode tonight are Fear Agent from Team 3 Off the Tee and Ahab from the team You Look Like You Could Use a Hookin Lamp, which is definitely a mouthful, and it has some fun art there. So.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that artwork right there. Very nice, kind of comparable to Mona Lisa, I would say. Close enough, perhaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like these. I guess this hasn't been updated, but yeah, it shows currently at 0 with these two teams. But I'm sure they got some wins.
Yes, and it is updated to reflect their actual count. 3 of the team won both of its matches last week. Let's go with Hook and Lamp. We'll shorten it there. They dropped a couple close ones against TM32 God Route, but we are underway. And this mode this week is Boss Hunt, which is open with a twist. There are 12 Triforce pieces in the pool on the 10 dungeon bosses plus 2 in GT, 1 behind Ice Armros and 1 past Moldorm 2. You need to get 10 of the 12.
Yeah, so right here, we don't really care about pendants or crystals. Actually, those are also shuffled along, right? The prizes?
Yes, they are in the item pool. And in fact, today I had green pendant turn in very early for, I think it was a hook shot.
Oh boy, that's always fun. Early green pendant. Who knows? It could be right here, an uncle. Hey, there's a bow right there.
Yeah, nice free bow.
Yeah.
So
this
Rush
is
Eastern.
Yeah, is this a mode you would not a mode? I'm sorry. Is this an opening you prefer? I guess open mode, Uncle Rush, because that is usually my cup of tea.
Yeah, I do something that I think I heard Magnet Hands mention one time, which is start and sank and save and quit and then do Uncle. And I don't know if I misinterpreted it, but I do it because it entertains me. So
get 2 quick checks. Why not?
Right yeah, you get a tree pull. Got a possibility of you get a little information too. I mean, we saw both players getting the Hyrule Castle small key there and sank.
I'm very they got. I like how they the 2 items they got from Uncle and Uncle Chest were arrows and a bow. Would you have been inclined to to go right into Hyrule Castle with that? And look at that, more arrows.
No, you got to get that yeah, you could have gone right out and gotten that tier 1 there.
Yeah, so...
Or no, it was a secondary, I think Fear had set up by that point, so that was a secondary tree pull.
Yeah, but Uncle
Chest, able to set that up.
Yeah, it was Uncle Chest had 10 arrows, so he already had ammunition for front escape, because you only need, what, 5 arrows? 5 arrows, yeah, to take care of the front 3 chests?
Assuming you don't miss, and who would?
Yeah, no, we're all, NA shooters here, best shooters. Yeah, typical. I didn't even see what was on Lumberjack, but typical star here.
Yeah, 20 rupees. There were 3 bombs in the drop down, which is pretty nice.
Okay. I like how Fear is setting up for, I think, a tier 3? Fear, please. You don't need this. If Ahab could do without it...
playing for the long game here.
Yeah. This one heart could do a difference. It could make a big difference.
It could, for sure.
Yeah, and we got bombs. So this is a nice start. We have health, kind of, bombs and ammunition. Hey, look, more ammunition. And glove. With that glove, you know what that glove tells me? Go Rush Eastern from the bottom side, the rock, and then go straight to saw how to save and quit. There you go. That's the God route early on.
That could definitely work,
Yeah.
You also got a sword and a mushroom in Blindside, so...
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I would say it's already a friendly scene. Early sword. Who doesn't like that? But yeah, early typical route here, going straight into Kakariko. Do you prioritize crystals if you see them lingering in the open? Because I feel like people I've been seeing today just completely ignore them.
Well, in fact, that's another funny thing from the seed I had today is that there was a regular crystal on race game in my seed. And we do see a nice flute in the well here for Ahab. GT is open with 0 crystals, so the 5/6s are the only 2 that actually have utility.
Oh, then these crystals are just for decoration then, I guess.
Effectively. If you're not picking up the 5/6s and they're hanging out, or you pick them up, you're just like, well, that's neat. But it is prudent to remember, again, most people are using like the newer auto tracking fashion in which it does click off the dungeon items for you, but they do count as the dungeon items, just like anything that would appear on the Y menu or, arrows, bombs, etc.
Well, don't you feel kind of obligated to have a nice, like, completed set of crystals on your menu when you do menu select? Looks nice to have those shiny crystals right there on your menu.
No. I'm gonna go with no.
Does it show red though if it's a red crystal? Is it like just red colored? Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. So it is. Yeah. I guess that would add to a bit of the strategy if they were all the same and you had to take some time to pick them up or make the decision. We did see Mitz, the bottle guy.
Oh my gosh. You know what I was about to say?
What was that?
I was about to say I really hate what Ahab is doing, but now I'm so glad you pointed out it was Mitz on Bottle Vendor, so I don't hate it anymore.
Oh, going back into the well.
Going back into the well. I think he went back twice, so it's like, oh my gosh, this is.
No, especially it feels a little bit worse when you go down to Chicken House and you have a 20 right there.
Right there.
that's great for fear though. Again, with the flute, it's not hard to get back here, but
So yeah, I mean, you don't really need bomb money because he has a sword to kind of deal with mini moldworms and Ice Rod Cave. Like I think he's fine with 3. I'm sure he's bound to get more bombs along the way. Yeah, very friendly seed overall. Look at this: mitts, flute, bow, sword. What more can you ask for?
Yeah, a lot of options and some good mobility early on to try to clear out as much as they can. And it looks like library is dead. Just 3 bombs, I think.
I kind of hope he finds a crystal here. Oh, no crystal.
That could just be a designated spot for all seeds.
Yeah.
It's a crystal. See who was paying attention to the mode definition.
Yeah, I mean, I see a crystal. You feel kind of obligated to, go grab it.
I 100% did a double take earlier today, and it was just like, wait a second, wheels slowly turn. Do I need this? And it's like, I'm gonna go with no. I think it's no, so I'm gonna stick with that.
Yeah, it's no. We don't need this. This again, decoration. Fear already going in to turn a mushroom. Lovely.
Huge 10 arrows after he's gotten more than enough arrows thus far. 300 bucks in the damn sunken item. We'll take that.
Yeah. Nice. Get ready for that Zora play. And he has bow, so they could go ahead and do splash sleep in case there's something important in Zora ledge. Nice bomb drop. More bombs? No bombs. Alright, here comes another bomb from these Octo Rocks. Slash him. No? Okay. Well, maybe next time. Oh my gosh. I would be feeling inclined to pick up that 4 bomb.
Yeah, I would.
He's gonna go? You're gonna go? You're gonna go? Okay, well, I guess we don't know. He believes. He's gonna find more bombs along the way.
We'll see.
Oh, look at that. I can see why he decided not to get the bombs and prioritize something else more important. Saw that?
Oh yeah. I mean, lamp, powder, ice rod. This mini molding cave is loaded. I missed.
Yeah.
It was weird. There's like 1 empty chest on the left, but
I'm sure we're gonna see that being put to good use very soon. Don't worry. Don't be shy. We're here. We're not shy of making good use of quality of life items such as a lovely fillet that was picked up right there, and that Fear's about to pick up.
Fear might skip it.
All right, Fear, go ahead, prioritize it. Yep, like a magnet. Not surprised. Naturally, first chest you open.
It's a sad day for baseball.
Sub 10 minutes. Already a good scene. All right, so where are we gonna go? Are we gonna go do Saha first into Eastern?
Ahab is not taking your advice on.
No, I guess. Oh, wait. This is Key Sanity too. Is
It
it?
is not.
Oh, okay. Having a Key Sanity tracker is throwing me off. It's like
I learned that a whopping 2 days ago when talking with Homemade Beer, who is on 3 off the tee, about what the modes were. And the fact that I didn't practice this mode once, a fire rod in Saha too. That's both rods.
Oh, well, there you go. We could burn things up in the Eastern. But I guess we have the lamp. Okay, so today I learned. I was not sure if this was Key Sanity or not, but you know, I guess he wants to keep it there. Just, I guess, does it mark if you get the big key from the dungeon? I guess that's kind of good to have that. I have no idea.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if that actually, you know,
I think it
tracks.
does. I think it does. I don't think I've used a Key Sanity, and at least not purposefully,
Oh,
tracker
okay.
for a non-keys mode. But
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's Jamo from chat confirming. Oh, there's a crystal already. Nice. Did they even say what crystal it is?
I think it did. It usually does.
You know,
but yeah.
as useless as it is, I still like to keep my tracker very nice and neat. So if it says crystal 2, I want to mark crystal 2. I guess it would be Argus in this case. You know, boom. That way I know it has been obtained.
Oh,
You know, that holds absolutely no value, but you know, it's right there.
yeah. Well, Fear going here to Dark Cross from the back of Escape. He got that superfluous crystal and some bombs, which are nice. And a map. So yeah, that's
Fear.
not really so hot.
We'll have a chat afterwards, Fear.
They have meanwhile into Eastern. Let's see where Fear. I would figure he goes to the same area too, right?
Yeah.
This is your highest congregation of checks.
Really? I would have rushed Agina just because, you know, one item feels a little lonely. Maybe once a little company. I don't know. Hey, Agina is out there alone with a big hat? A straw hat? I don't know.
Well, in terms of logic, so is Zora, but, you know.
Oh, well.
I think we're going to go grind the 20 rupee cave.
No, I think we'll be fine.
We don't want the 50 rupee cave. That's too many.
That's too many. No. You got to get your steps in. And look, confirming from Ahab's tracker, it does auto track. That is good to know. I don't have to think about it anymore. You know, I could just pull up this tracker and oh, I do have it. Saves you 1 second from having to menu, or I believe it's 2 seconds. But with me, it's probably 3 seconds. How many items we got in here?
I think Ahab has only found 1 thus far.
Okay. Are you a fan of generally taking a gamble? Because I feel like before you even get Dark World access, I feel it's a bit too risky.
Yeah, I'm of the same mindset. I also tend to overclear, probably way more than my skill level should allow. But you know what?
I think the goal is to get over 174, I believe, right?
That is true. That is true. I failed at that today, so you know,
maybe one of these
next
running full. Yeah. So GT is open at 0 then. So once they get hookshot, they could go in there then, huh? I guess it's not so appealing when you have no hammer in Samaria.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an option.
It is. It's not quite sure how good of an option, but it exists, and we like that.
Yeah. All right, Fear, what are you going to do? Well, I think he's going to go for big key chest. There's no way you skip it. Not if you know it's a guaranteed item.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but what?
We'll see if anything shows up here, because we are. I mean, Moon Pearl, right? That's pretty much what we're figuring. But
I'm kind of waiting for Mirror as well. Kind of.
Yeah. Looking for anything to make everything else nicer.
Yeah.
And instead, the game is like, maybe not. I mean, there are 3 items in the front of Escape.
Oh yeah, there is. That they could have done very early on with the 10 arrows they got, but chose not to because reasons. So I kind of hope it's front of Escape now.
Rooting for only the best for your former teammate. And Ahab.
Yeah, I want them to get their steps in. That's the main goal here.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it wasn't Eastern. Did get a triangle.
Yeah, I really hope they don't go into Spectacle Rock. Walking up there for 1 item is a bit Yikes! Saving
Well,
old
that's
men
when you
is.
can get a late quote unquote hammer though.
Oh yeah.
It's very late if you don't go check it.
You wait until you have mirror, then you can feel kind of bad when you get that late hammer.
To answer
Okay.
the question in
Yeah.
chat, yes, they do need 10 of the 12 Triforce pieces that are on the 10 bosses, and 2 of them are in GT. And it's fast Ganon.
Oh right, that's another detail I didn't even know. Okay, fast Ganon.
Yeah, I absolutely did not ask my teammate Shinmaru that right before the race was starting today. Just to confirm, just to test him because he plays later in the weekend.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. It's also good to kind of get that practice with Aga too, even though it's completely irrelevant in this particular mode. But
speaking of irrelevant,
Oh.
Gary up on the mountain has given Ahab another, Ahab's first crystal.
A shiny crystal. Wait, he hasn't gotten the. Which one did Fear get?
Back of Escape.
Oh, back of Ahab, please! You haven't done back of Escape. We're going up here.
He wants with Shirley the late hammer.
He wants. Oh man, this is. This is a choice.
And to see what's sitting up here on Spectra.
Oh, you're actually doing this? Oh, this
just
hurts me a little more.
Ahab's committed to the bid. I like it. Fear has also taken out the very dangerous Armos Knights. That is a very janky looking crystal.
I guess we'll see.
It looks like a normal crystal. There you go.
Well,
all right. Well,
it's I wonder why. I'm sure if he looked from the front, he would have seen it was a normal crystal. But hey,
that looked like a multi-world sprite right there. Like, what's going on with that thing?
Well, if he did, if this was a crystal was of importance, he'd be in the lead right now over Fear.
That's true.
Yeah,
he would just be expanding this lead right now.
Yeah, Fear is going for an escape. Good job. Is he gonna go for Dark Cross? Do you think Ahab will go for Dark Cross?
I mean, they got the small key right off the bat. He's got Lamp. I figure he probably will, right? To give yourself the extra bit of info.
Yeah, there we go.
If and when you go to the front of Escape, and right now it's looking like when more than if.
Yeah, I think this is probably the play. Or, as I mentioned earlier, Lonely Ogina just sitting out there.
Yeah, I mean, this is... Unfortunately for Ahab, he's just going to find the map here, but...
But he upped his crystal count to 3 now instead of 2.
He does. This is a commanding lead, and if this was like XD Hunt where GT opened on 5, this would be big. Oh, nice mirror. Okay, well done.
Well, now, yeah.
Now that feels a little less good.
Yeah. One place in particular sticks in mind when I say that mirror.
Where's that?
Immediately, it was Flute on hand and Mitts. I think we we can probably agree on a checkerboard. Not desert. I wouldn't even touch desert. Just go straight to checkerboard.
Just bank on the memes.
Yeah, I believe
it's an oldie but a goodie for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, and look at that. Could have gone to Kakariko with not just a mirror but a bottle. Tisk.
Do you check on that before you go Meyer Desert area?
It's a quick one-off. I don't think it's a bad idea. I probably would just immediately bank on the memes, though. I mean, just checkerboard, let's be real. Alright, Fear. 4 shots here. They have Deech's bail. Oh, look, he would have gotten an ammo oh my gosh, refill. Gosh, words are hard. Sometimes the cogwheels takes a bit to turn on my brain there. Alright, Fear, do not jump down. Oh my gosh, more pain.
Let's see those bombs.
More pain. Fun fact, it is slightly faster to check it out mirroring from desert left as opposed to doing what he did there. If you plan to go in desert, that is. And I assume desert's a crit. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We need just bosses. Yeah.
Yeah, the dungeons still have the designations. Like we saw Crystal 1 in Eastern, and it doesn't mean anything. I think next you hear Crystal 5. It's 5-6. Not only that, it's Crystal, what's 5-6.
A 5-6. So that means bosses have. Oh no, not 2 items.
No,
because
it's just
yeah.
it's almost decoration, really.
Yeah.
According to Telethar, we can just despawn the murder dactyl out in the desert air if you pump fast enough.
Oh wow.
So what I'm hearing is I can't despawn murder dactyl.
Is that a miss? Because I heard a thing called removing stir lag, and I always assumed that was a lie, a myth. It only took a couple of years before I kind of verified that.
Oh, Ahab did go check.
Oh, Ahab actually. Oh, so if you had done the front of escape play with Mira on hand, you would have gotten this pearl before even leaving Kakariko. With the bottle turning with the bottle that's sitting in front of escape. Oh, Fear, we're gonna go for it.
Yeah, he's got the big key. It's not boots locked.
All right. Well, I can't believe he's rushing this instead of Sick Kid. I would have definitely rushed Sick Kid. Cough, cough.
after checkerboard.
No, I wouldn't even done checkerboard. I only said that because I thought. Now now that I know this information, I would definitely rush Sick Kid.
Okay.
No apparent reason.
That's fair. Everyone's allowed to change their mind.
Yeah. Telethar details. Man, this fight that's coming up for Ahab is pretty rough on Fighter Sword. Yikes.
Yeah, he does have the fairy in the bottle.
Oh, he has a fairy. Yeah. No.
So, I can get trying to get as much because this mode feels like one of those ones where it either really goes quickly or it could just drag on for the last couple or piece or two of go mode.
There you go. Your agent got one cycle and knew he could do it.
Yeah. Got that sweet shield for beating Landmouse.
Yeah, very well done. One cycle, I say that, was a huge asterisk. Ahab refilling a bit here.
Yeah, again, I think it's smart to be prudent here. As you noted, this is a tough fight.
Oh,
it's not.
Nice.
Let's not pretend like it's not a tough fight. And
oh yeah, no.
Let's try to minimize the odds of having to do it over.
I feel
see checkerboard here from Fear.
Are we gonna get that? No.
That wasn't the Moon Pearl, I don't think.
No, I think Sprite has been changed. So you don't know. Oh well, here comes Agina play. This is what I've been asking for, and we're finally gonna get it.
Do you think this will be the Moon Pearl?
I think this will be kind of somewhat of Moon Pearl.
Somewhat.
Yeah, it's an orb shape. Well, kind of an orb, and you squeeze it down a bit.
Yeah, it's been it's like malformed, compacted over time. Nice hammer on Moth here. A nice fight by Ahab.
Yeah, that was really well done. Wow. That was pretty darn quick. And it's a good thing Fear is going here before the mountain. Now Fear, don't go to the mountain. So nothing is shuffled though. There's still the same number of items in each dungeon, right? 2 in Skullwoods, 4 in Thieves.
Yes, so, yeah. Okay. That part is the same.
All right. Oh, that is a huge reward. Yeah, hammer on Moth. Let's see if are we gonna go in there. All right. I don't want to see any death work from you, Fear. I believe in you. Oh, and they're both items in the back, so it saves a lot of time not doing anything in the front.
Yeah, that's definitely really nice.
All right, so if you're doing this, it's gonna save a little time. I feel like doing this before the 2 checks in the back of the Skull Woods is probably a little better, just because you can mirror. Fear if we can mirror, or we're gonna. Okay, I guess we're gonna get grabbed. Okay, maybe he doesn't want to use a mirror. You know, Link was bringing on 3 hearts. Probably looks a little beaten up and bruised up on his face.
Most likely, yeah.
Understandable. He doesn't want to use a mirror until he gets more health.
And this is already laying out for fairly decently for picking up a lot of Triforce pieces in a hurry, though.
Yeah. So we have the hammer. We have a lot of stuff already. We could do Thieves Town. We could do Pod. We could do Hera. We could do Desert. We could do.
Can do ice that a lot.
Very dirty ice. I don't know about that.
I don't know about prioritizing it at the moment for sure, but it's one of those like.
Yeah.
We're only racing to 10 Triforce pieces here, so nice book and chest game here for Ahab.
A book was in there.
Yeah, book and chest game.
Maybe he'll choose to enter Desert from the front in a somewhat formal way.
You don't want to be rude.
I mean, when you enter someone's house, do you enter through the back side or the side house? You know, the side door?
It depends on who it is.
Yeah, I guess. I guess the back door is fine, right? You just go through their backyard before coming, through the front. I don't know. Going a different route, the scenic route. Right here, we have a ferry, right? Yes.
Fear should still have that ferry, yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 bottles. Oh gosh!
Oh
Oh my gosh!
You clutched it out, never doubt.
Yeah, I never doubted this man. Now that he has both items, well done, Fear, by the way. Will he realize it's a little faster to mirror and flute to 3 and take the portal? Or are we going to take the scenic route and go through the midsection of Skullwoods again?
My guess is he'll mirror and flute.
Okay, we could mirror right here in the corner here. This one works.
We could. Okay.
Well, this mirror... Why do you equip the mirror? Excuse me?
My guess is still TBD as to whether it's going to be right.
Oh, I think I know why. Link is no longer badly bruised up. He's at full health, so he could look at himself in the mirror now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, let's be careful. Oh, we still have the ferry. We're good. All right.
Ahab only got 1 item in the front of Thieves, and it was the red pendant.
Only one
of the normal items you find in Thieves Town.
The pendant. Did we turn it in? Oh, no, wait. That's green pendant. Never mind.
I mean, you can try to turn it in.
Yeah. I think Saha will... Well, maybe. Who knows? Maybe they twerked Saha. Maybe he can't tell the difference between green and red.
He could very well be, having
Possibly.
issues. He's been hanging in that closet a long time.
Yeah. Maybe he forgets what color is what.
He said it was his family heirloom. He didn't specify green. We just assumed that, but...
That's true. That's true. Did he get a full house refill? Oh, he used a powder on the anti-fairy.
Yeah. Ahab powdered the anti-fairy atop the conveyor.
Yeah, okay. If you're doing all of Village first before making his way into Thieves Town, maybe looking for boots?
Yeah.
Perhaps?
Looking for boots is, I guess... Well, that ghost is just... I've never seen it travel that far left.
It's, I guess, stretching his legs, kind of legs.
As ghosts do, yeah.
Ghost legs, yeah.
Renowned for their foot speed.
Look at how fast they go. Probably walk a little faster than me, or I guess float. I don't know what the word would be.
How fast do you float? Reasonably fast. Not as fast as a ghost, but...
There is a 1 item right there. Oh, if you're confirming that red pendant.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be anything in this chest here?
Oh, come on. Oh, absolutely. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
You see that?
Oh my gosh.
That will take you. That will guide you where the boss room is. That is pretty good.
It could be anywhere. And you know what? Ahab's going to find it now. So,
Was the help of that compass.
Yep.
I'm sure at some point you have used a compass before, help yourself navigate
for like
some.
orienteering and stuff. But
so you've used it, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, not the dungeon compass.
Not
I've been kidnapped by very few thieves. Use for their compasses. Very infrequently, but
it's he's killing blind because of that compass.
Because he hates the fact that he had to open that chest and only got a compass.
And you could also confirm that it's actually blind, not maybe some Trinex, for example. You never know, right?
Again,
seas can be broken.
Kind of stretching it, but
Yeah. That is number 3 for Ahab. So making good progress. Here's at number 3, but was that Lamo on his pocket already? Or I guess a Triforce piece. Yeah, not Lamo itself.
The nomenclature's a little different in some of these modes.
All right, are we gonna do Smith's chain?
I would guess yes.
Yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, we haven't even done Hype Cave. We could get the 5 what? I'm gonna bet 220 rupees, arrows, bombs, and maybe a bottle. That's my guess.
Yeah, that's a lot of items.
Yeah.
Think twice. He wants those arrows. Take them. You did a considerable amount of digs for those.
Fear, please. Yeah. Hey, I mean, he got a refill when he goes up to that eventual Llama fight. We have a bow, Feel free to fire it off.
Now, Gamer, you've been teammates with Fear Agent in the past.
Mm-hmm.
You know his tendencies. Do you think that he's going to do LSD blind here in Thieves Town?
If he does, I will eat my hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got that to look forward to, folks.
Yeah, I will eat my hat, and this bowl of ramen that I have right next to me, that's probably getting a little cold, but that's fine. I had enough of it.
This is as good as the cheesecake? Or?
The cheesecake was earlier, and that was pretty good. I wish I got more of it, but it takes work to go back to the fridge and cut another slice. All right, Fear Agent probably ready to grab this lovely, magnificent item here. There you go.
He's surely elated.
Look, now he's going right off to blind because of that compass, he knows where it is.
Smith turning merely the okay boomerang. I say merely. I mean, it's a good boomerang.
Somewhat. Yeah, that boomerang, it stretches out far off in this, on the screen. What if I wanted to come back to me sooner? Fear, did we really
run to it?
Oh, that takes work. Fear has already failed the blind script before phase 1 even ended. That's okay, that we're good. We have 10 hearts.
That's why you pick up Burna in the seeds where it's available.
Kill both thieves.
It's like super logic in a way. Right. Well, the Smith chain right now is effectively over 3.
All right. Well, I'm shocked for once. Imagine.
I can imagine.
Well, maybe this purple chest will reward was perhaps a sword or boots or maybe the super fillet.
The super fillet. Wow.
Perhaps that's an item that should be implemented here.
Should is doing a lot of work. Fear's not terribly interested in the Smith chain right now.
Okay, I guess we're going for density hype cave. All right. Well, Fear. Not only did he dodge LSD blind, but he's dodging a lot of let's just call it garbage. You don't want to collect the garbage along the way. That's why there's taxpayers there to take care of it. All right. You're gonna get his heart piece. Okay, let's get the 220 rupees or money of sorts.
Oh,
Green pendant.
Yeah.
Arrows. Okay. Where's the money? Where's the money? It's probably behind that green pendant.
No, okay.
By extension, you know. Did he do the purple chest when he doesn't have boots? This way?
Yeah. That's bottle number 3 in total that we've seen, though. So
we're gonna check the tablet. No, goodbye.
All right.
Not for me either.
We're gonna leave Bombo's tablet for now.
All right, straight to. Okay, interesting. Hype cave to pod. Here, do you know you could dodge those chompers? Walk between them. If you time your walking, your pathing correctly.
Now, that sounds like a myth. I don't know.
Yes.
Sounds like some kind of wizardry.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see Ahab pull it off, I believe. All right, he gets his sword. He's probably going to backtrack to the tablet now, right? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. All right, green pendant, Saha. Go ahead, the money.
5/6 crystal on the green pendant turn in. Oh, okay. You know, I remember that from the vanilla game, I think. You beat Eastern, you get the green pendant, and they give you one of the 5/6 crystals. Yeah,
that's the money will be behind that. So you know that little chain is still going on.
That's the critical part.
Yeah.
Fear got bopped by that guy and lost Kiki.
Bye-bye, Kiki. Now we're about the same place. Ahab will turn it in and get his marvelous. Now, was it a 5 crystal or 6? Did it say?
It should have. I'm going to say it was 6.
That's very important.
Got a 50-50 chance of being correct, so you know.
Okay, it's nice to take that gamble. I have to know because I have to mark it at either ice or Meyer. You know, can't be one or the other. It has to be the correct one. Let's see. 5. Okay.
5.
Well, now cold stare gets lit up on my tracker if I were playing this. Well, he is marking it actually, like that. He has a red crystal, although not the correct location, but you know, I guess Moss is kind of okay.
It is worthwhile to actually put those on the tracker.
Yeah.
Because then, you know, if you are relying on stuff to light up, like, oh, I don't know, I might. When you pick up 056s, it'll show that Pyramid Fairy is active or Pedestal is available with 3 pendants.
And we do have 2 pendants already with that, huh?
We do, yeah.
All right. Maybe the other red crystal behind Pedestal. We could hope so. All right. Going through pod, we're getting all the keys because there's a lot of keys in front of pod. Did you know there's a lot of key doors in pod?
There are, yeah.
So that's Myth Chain. It's just nothing. That's gonna be a lot of time Fear saves up if he doesn't backtrack to that.
That definitely doesn't seem like a high priority thing to return to anytime soon for Fear. So right now, as you noted, like it's nothing but net time save.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's already up 1 dungeon. It's not gonna be a hard one for Ahab to catch up on, but he's still leading it, and he's the first one into pod here.
I think it's also safe to say Ahab still has that crystal lead over Fear.
I believe so, yes.
Oh, he's even marked down the useless crystals too. Oh, that's great. Yeah, you can see it right there on Armos and Desert and Lanmo. Or Desert and Lanmo. Desert and Hera.
Fear, got to get rid of those skulls.
Here, are we trying something new here? Is this some Ooga Booga magic?
It's hard to keep track of a lot of the strats that go on.
Maybe he thought in his head he hammer dashed and they had magically gone away. I assume Ahab's also going to take the same approach and go straight for the boss here.
Is that what you would do in this situation?
Yeah.
I'm actually curious about that
I like how he's getting hearts when he's at full health. Maybe he wants to confirm.
Muscle memory is a hard thing sometimes.
Yeah. Just wanted to confirm. You know, maybe the graphs, the image was lying, and he actually had one heart. It's very. You have a bottle. You have a bottle. Sadness.
But what would that empty bottle possibly be used for right now?
Fairy. I'm sure you would have
He's got one. He doesn't need two.
To keep
I don't know how you're supposed to
know,
put that fairy in the bottle.
You know, that fairy probably wants a company. You know, someone to talk to. Like, hey, how's it going? You know. Good old hammer strats. We're not using a spin speed setup. No bomb setup.
Just use whale on Helma's mask setup, I guess. Equally effective. Not the best Helma RNG right now, but okay. He finally sat still.
Did you know in the Pokemon game, Tail Whip doesn't actually do physical damage? But here, it does. Why am I bringing this up when this has absolutely nothing to do with Pokemon? I have no idea. I just decided to throw it out there.
It's a good fun fact.
Yeah. Tail Whip here hurts. It doesn't always mean it's going to hurt, though. You know? Life lessons from Mr. Chu.
I did actually know that fact because I have a Pikachu in my Pokemon game who keeps falling asleep. But when he's not asleep, he uses Tail Whip sometimes. But he's
making
so
good use.
Yeah,
it's a good tank. It's kind of like Snorlax, right? A good tank for the party.
Yeah.
Kind of, I guess.
I mean, when he's not asleep, he's tremendous.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, making our way to the back. I've been hearing people have been skipping out the back. Is that like a meme, or is that like something people are really going for?
Well, I don't know. This is the first one of these these seeds that I've seen that wasn't my own, so
well,
it's just Shin.
Like
yeah, Shin
Shin.
Is saying that he doesn't really have time for the slow checks in his match
Sheldon,
this weekend.
Sheldon. Yeah, well, Shin, I call it Sheldon. Shin, I'm trying to spread the word, maybe push that idea onto people. Perhaps they'll go for the pod skip. Nobody's ever lost by skipping the back of pod. No one.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah. I sure haven't. I don't know what you're talking about, Jesse. No, I delete anything that bad things have happened to me in the rando racing. Maybe I got a phone call from my boss at that time. And just blinked out.
Ahab picking up the shovel in the big chest of pod. Got blue mail on Fierce side, so that's going to be it for this dungeon. Shovel, another check that they're surely not going to be rushing off to do.
Well, it looks like skipping the backup pod would have saved Shin about 1 gamma minute.
Unless something critical's on shovel, then
yeah,
then that's extreme sadness time.
Well, Fear could route it in with a Stumpy. So at least there's that.
I don't think he really is terribly interested in the Smith chain and Stumpy and Dig Game stuff right now.
Yeah.
He is Fear's really been pushing the dungeons. Well, I guess just a little bit more heavily than Ahab. Ahab did the Smith chain and that stuff, and that's the primary difference here, really.
We're gonna right. So last check for Ahab, and we're gonna go straight to the mountain, right? Oh, you know what? Meyer shit's also a thing. Like quick 2-item check that Fear hasn't done, but nobody.
Yeah, and that can give you the Meyer medallion info for probably not that much longer until we can get to the point, because there's a lot of stuff up here on the mountain.
Well, Ahab is taking a small, tiny, itty-bitty lead. Well, I guess not, because Fear has desert, but we'll just pretend that Ahab has a Triforce lead for now.
There's still really nothing Or not that much you can even do in GT here. You can obviously get in, but
Would you bomb jump over? Would you do that dirty play?
sure, if I knew how to do it.
Uh,
So, the answer is maybe.
Sometimes winging it is the best approach. Just going completely blind.
Yeah.
Hey, remember, Peter Pan believed and he flew. So, all it takes is a little faith, a little faith.
Is that what it was?
That's how it works, He believed he could fly, and I think he jumped off a ship. I don't remember exactly where, but he jumped and he flew. So
he jumped somewhere and flew somewhere else, and it all worked out in the end.
Yeah, it worked out. So that's all it takes. Let's see. Well, what are we gonna get right here?
And we got the small key downstairs and
we do it?
the map.
Well, I think Fear's gonna leave. You're gonna leave.
Inclined to leave.
Achoo, allergies. I understand.
It all worked out, Peter Pan from Wingra. Yes, yep, that's the quote. It all just works out. Peter Pan taught children everywhere to just jump off of things.
Yeah, right. You should need a little faith. Perhaps some protective
Still
equipment.
not sure that that's necessarily the right definition here. As long as it all works out, I suppose.
That's all it takes. Well, if Ahab gets something here of importance, I think Fear will just do this before even finishing the mountain because nothing here.
Most likely, yeah.
Maybe we'll see. But this will even up the crystal or I guess Triforce, pseudo crystals,
pseudo Triforce.
Yeah. Triforce is supposed to be a surprise where we get it. We can't just get it off a boss knowing, oh well, it's right there. You want to open a chest and see that golden Triforce piece. Oh my gosh, I found a thing.
Like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or
oh yeah, there you go. That's a great Disney movie. I'm all for that.
Is that public domain too? Just like Peter Pan apparently is. If not, Blink Gamma. You suggested the relative idea.
I don't know. Remember, I'm just drinking water here, so I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm overdosing on water.
You gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Remember, stay hydrated, but don't drink too much water. Oh, nice sword. Well, he'll have a slightly quicker Molder fight.
We can have a faster moth fight if he goes and does it again.
Yeah, he could just go back and pretend he's fighting it.
Yeah, see if moth respawns.
There was nothing but a sword there.
There's a shield. Does that count?
I'm sorry, I don't acknowledge that.
Okay.
That's that's ruins your image. Look at Link's. Well, Fear plays as Link, so I think he's still living under a rock. Maybe one day he'll go on and move to something more magical, like a Little Hylian, for example. That sprite brings lots of joys.
What about your primary sprite, Pikachu?
Oh, the Mystery Dungeon Pikachu, right?
Yes.
That one. Yeah, that one is
that you use on like every stream I come and watch.
Yeah.
Pikachu this and Pikachu that.
Pikachu, I don't know. That's in the works. I'm bringing back. Oh, nice, hello.
Cute boots up there on Floating Island.
I think we want that.
You might.
I guess he wants to check the medallion first. Ether
for TR, the dungeon that you kind of don't really want to do in this mode. But they are not that far away from being able to do it, I suppose. Well, Samari and Ether's not super close either, but
yeah,
they both rods, so they got that going for them, which is nice.
Is this boots gonna unlock something? Like, Well, first off, do you think Fear is gonna pull off the hover? I think Fear is a little, Fear. I love you, Fear, but I think your hovering might be a little rusty, somewhat. When I say a little, I mean a lot. Okay, he even knows. Okay, he heard me. He heard me. Okay, he's choosing not to do hovering right now. Not even the first chest, though. You don't have to hover the first. Oh, GT.
Like, there's a decent chance. Oh well.
Yeah, a decent checks, right? And GT.
Well, he can get most likely all the way to Moldorm too, and get oh no, Ice Armos, and get a Triforce piece.
Oh, well, not even a key.
Hope Room.
Well, Hope Room Rushers in shambles in case you were planning on doing a, full right. Or I guess Compass.
I don't know how you're getting there about Samaria right now, but
yeah. If you believe hard enough. Look at that, Fear believes. No, Fear, what are we doing?
Well, he can't go anywhere.
He's gonna is he gonna be a little dirty?
I mean, right now, being really dirty in this dungeon makes a lot of sense.
Well, he could get a Triforce piece, right?
Yeah, he can get that one. Like, ice is available now too, so he's really not that far. Oh, he's just gonna hover somehow.
Oh, Fear. Okay, well, he believes. Don't worry. Well, that's a bit more pixels than I would have. So, come on, Fear. Come on. You should need a little push. I think someone pushed Peter Pan too, didn't they?
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time since I watched the movie. My memory's a little fuzzy.
Flippers in Stalfos room.
Huh?
And Bombos. Which is our Meyer medallion. Wait, no, not necessarily. Did we see what the Meyer medallion was?
I don't remember. Fear has it marked. It's Quake.
No, okay. So maybe required, also not, but
yeah. Hookshot? No, Hookshot can't be here. Ahab is gonna rush those boots.
Yeah, Flippers behind Hookshot, that's fun.
Yeah, so where's this Hookshot?
Probably not behind Flippers. That's
not going to be behind
of my strategic acumen that I'm contributing.
Right here in this game, you will come to realize that logic is your friend. It is your best buddy in the best of times and the worst of times.
Until people hover the entirety of Hookshot.
Yeah. What Arya said. Will Ahab go for the hover here? Ahab is saying, achoo.
Or hover the Moldorm 2 gap and get a bonus triangle upstairs.
Yeah. Is he gonna go for the climb? I mean, he could get.
I mean, I think for Fear, it's probably like entirely about how comfortable he is with that.
He just needs. Well, he needs Hookshot, Bergamo, which we know we're not gonna get over here. Bombos was TR? No, Ether.
No, Ether.
Can Moldorm bouncing help you get the piece up there?
Oh, they. Yes. Wait, no, you have to kill Moldorm to access the chest. Because they're in the chest post Moldorm too.
And we kill Moldorm. Promise him he keeps. Yeah, what if we kill him and he promises to keep the chest there, and then we fall down and have him respawn again? But the chest is right there.
I mean, how long is this conversation gonna take, though? I think that's it. That's an important thing. Like, this is a race.
Yeah.
We don't have time for a full negotiation session here with Moldorm.
If only.
It's what a Link to the Past randomizer desperately needs.
All right, nice, quick, easy silvers, ice armos. Well, kind of easy. We're trying here. There you go.
That last one was just uncooperative.
All right, Fear. Do you feel confident in your hover abilities, or are you gonna say, "Oh, okay"? Yeah.
Fear's feeling it here.
We are doing it.
Yeah, I don't know Ahab's
hovering
Yeah, hovering
capabilities.
ability. Yeah, he didn't. I mean, he didn't give anything a run in Hookshot Cave when he did the bunkable chest. It doesn't necessarily mean anything, but
So I remember watching him do a hover before. So I want to say he'll probably go for it. So maybe he just wanted to, warm up his muscles while he's doing this, dirty left side GT. Just warming up the muscle a bit. Maybe stretching out his arms as he's going through traversing GT. Stretching his legs.
because if Ahab opts against it, he's got ice, just as Fear does. He has desert, which Fear has already done. And then a lot of checks that we have yet to see.
Does Catfish have anything?
You usually say he does, right? If I'm remembering correctly.
Catfish is in the works of being removed from the game. So
Oh, it is.
Not because of me, but other people.
Oh,
have been voicing their concern.
other people's
Yeah.
adamant anti-catfish sentiment.
Well, other people I'll just leave it as.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Ahab taking a fall from that mini Helma there. Fear is missing the one cycle. That's fine. Fear, one at a time, baby steps. All right, there you go. We will have a nice healthy lead here, though. Oh, we almost got it. Another alternative to the quick stride right here is Bombos.
Is Bombos faster than a 2-cycle arrow?
Most likely not. But, that option is right there. Should you use it? That's up to you.
All right, Ahab.
Ahab is saying, no, I want to keep my hands clean. Respectable.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I would think he might head to the Meyer area now.
Meyer shed? Hookshot?
Yeah. Good day.
Let's see it. You could have opted to Super Bunny this earlier, or just come back for an easy one off after a pro grab, but maybe it was a time save. Maybe it's nothing here. All right, what do we have here?
Well, I don't know. Can you combine $20 and 3 bombs into a hookshot?
Can we stretch the 20 rupees? No, actually. Maybe apply it in a savings account and, have it grow.
Fear picked up half magic in the cape upstairs here.
Okay.
GT.
All right, Fear. It's your moment to shine. Ahab is putting desert on hold. All right, we almost got it. Oh my gosh, Fear.
No.
Oh. Maybe I spooked him when I screamed out his name, Fear.
You really have to.
You gotta.
You guys keep it quiet here for the runner's sake.
Yeah, he's concentrating. He can have interruptions. I'll make sure to scream louder next time. All right. First one was just shaking it off. All right, Fear. I believe in you. Don't let my screaming distract you, Fear. I'm cheering for you. I'm rooting for you. Oh.
I think he got distracted again.
Oh boy, what's causing this distraction? All right. Maybe he just. This is the third time to try. A third time to charm. Here we go. But yeah, I can imagine how frustrating you might be feeling after a few failed attempts. All right, Fear, you got this. Don't let my yelling disturb you, Fear. You got this. Go, Fear, go. La la la. Oh well,
This is not working out very well with the whole yelling situation. It doesn't seem.
Okay, maybe if I stay quiet this time. But this is how many falls will it take before it becomes noticeable that a plant reclaim would have been better?
That's a thing that earnestly I don't know. I think Fear probably would imagine that Ahab's been on a similar path as himself, and this has an opportunity
Yeah, because
to
this
be an
is
inflection point in his advantage if he can pull it off.
yeah. Tilta are saying 10, but I feel like that's about right because you also have to account for the reclaim of the mountain and entry into G2. So 10, maybe more or less. All right, how many times have he fallen already? 4, 5?
I think
Fear
he's
remember.
fallen 4 times.
Peter Pan believed. You just gotta believe a little harder. But yeah, with each failed attempt, I'm sure he's just, it's getting to him. After 30 seconds of mimic clipping, I'm getting already tired. So I want to let go of that controller, but I get a little stubborn. So you remember, this is like mimic clipping. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. There you go. There you go.
Ooh, that looks good.
There you go.
There you go. All right, that's pretty big. That's Triforce piece number 7 for Fear Agent.
Yeah. Very nicely done by him. That's pretty big. That's a nice time save, not having to come back for GT unless right side has Bombos, Ether, and Hookshot. Then you could feel bad. Because you're probably not going to come back up here, knowing, you're just, Hookshot, Bombos or Ether, plus a Mario for go mode.
Fear's going to aim to do
Hera?
Spike Cave here.
He's alert. Okay, no, here's a Hera play now.
Oh, okay.
Avoided
right.
it.
He didn't do that earlier.
Yeah, allergy, but I don't think he could dodge it anymore.
Yeah, I think it was fair to check the other side of the mountain to see if Hookshot pops, and they can just do this quickly and then really be able to
Oh yeah, definitely.
do GT basically the entirety without having to hover or bonk across things. But
are we just doing Ice Rock Cave for 10 now?
I think so.
I would feel inclined to do those boot checks immediately, kind of follow what you've gotten up there in the mountain. And that's the only thing I think we got up there.
I mean, they got the very out of logic flippers.
Yeah, I guess they could follow ice, but do you really want to feel dirty doing so?
When I'm 3 Triforce pieces away from being done, and it's not as fast without Samaria, but I mean, he's doing some flipper checks here, so.
Well, you find Hookshot behind these water checks.
The only thing that you could possibly find it on is Zora here.
And you know how we know that? Because logic is your best friend. It's like the Easttown Small Key is your best friend.
Fear Agent Hookshot go mode? Yes. Or Quake. No, Quake and Samaria, my bad.
Well, Quake is enough, because Samaria will just
Or
be
Ether and
within
Samaria, or Ether and Samaria.
Maya, right?
I did not see if anything was on Zora Ledge there.
No, that was
It looks like a
trash.
heart.
No, there's a heart. I would feel very inclined to do the water or boot checks here.
Yeah, for sure.
Well.
It's just a stick on Zora. So
He's helping you fight Ganon. You could use that, convert that into Silver Arrow. It's about the same exchange rate. It's about the same, right? One wooden arrow equals one.
I've been doing this all wrong. I should not have done a silverless fight earlier today then. Shoot. I really wish you had told me.
It's as easy as going to your local Hyrulean Bank of Hyrule.
Where's that located on the map?
You haven't seen it?
No, clearly not.
I'm sure you passed by it. You just might have been close because it's a holiday. Yeah. Shin, you saved yourself 2 gamma minutes with that shovel. Well done. Oh, we are going back into Dark World. What are we gonna do? We are.
What does?
We
Let's
just
see how
have these. The cape was on top of GT, right?
Yes. Half magic in the cape.
The boot checks. This is what I was talking about.
Mhm.
Fear. Let's see. If it's Graveyard Edge, I think he's in a great spot, Ahab. Because I think Fear will be more inclined to do Smith's Chain. That's a high concentration of items you skip. Alright.
It's not Kingstone.
Oh.
It's not Bonk Rocks.
Berna puts blind and super logic.
It is. They probably should go back and try that fight again too.
So Pyramid Ledger Catfish, is that all we really have between these two runners? Oh, tablet, right. Ahab was allergic to it because reasons.
No, right. They could also have the other 5/6 crystal show up and do Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah.
Which I would absolutely do, actually, if you got it.
Oh, get it.
No,
what? If you see, if you see, well, okay, Hab, are we?
That double take of is this thing relevant, and then it's like, no, it's not.
But I mean, if you see a diamond on the floor, would you really feel inclined to leave it there?
Is it cubic zirconia? The real diamond. That's the thing. Like, if I have to pick it up and wait for it to tell me that it's, you know, diamond 3 and I don't need it, then...
Well, what if you go to a pawn shop and they verify? Well, you know what? If you go to a pawn shop, they might tell you it's fake and keep it to themselves. So I don't know. It's I don't know. Life is hard. It's hard to make these decisions.
We're learning a lot about these various businesses in and around the highway area that way. So I think that's at the very least educational.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we're going to Catfish. We are. I think Ahab is just down to Catfish and Pyramid. Tablet, Catfish, and Pyramid Lead. Fear is gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and deal with having to do Smith's Chain.
I think it makes sense from the perspective that you noted.
Right. So this is why you never go to Catfish. Let this be a lesson to all. Notes from Sage Gamma. Do not touch Catfish. It leads to bad things, and you'll just be sad after you throw a rock at his face or head, or house.
Then the next time that you go to Catfish, am I allowed to remind you of that, or does that count as helping hints? Because I definitely don't want to get in any trouble.
Oh, of course.
With providing helping hints.
Mm-hmm.
But, I figure you might forget your own advice, and I wouldn't want that to happen.
No, I think when I go over there, it's just to remain Catfish. Please move out of Hyrule. No longer irrelevant in checks we do here in Link to the Past.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing him a favor because he's also in a toxic waste environment. Hey, look at that. If he only read the book and got the Master Sword in Hype Cave and then got the hook shot in.
Yeah, hook shot.
He'll be in a fantastic position. I would just go straight to Ice. Go to Ice, do GT Climb, and find Ice Cream.
Well, he's got to do Swamp first.
Oh, he's in Go mode.
Yeah, and once Fear reads that, he'll be in Go mode too, but he won't have to go back
Fear is in a great spot right now. That's really unfortunate for Ahab because he was right there when he turned in Purple Chest, but just chose not to turn it in or check it because he was on Fighter Sword, which is totally fair.
Yeah, you're going all the way over there to turn in that Purple Chest. And this is kind of where it falls on the priority chain if you don't do it, though, I guess.
If you find Quake and Samaria, do you rather do that over GT Climb?
If you find Quake and Samaria?
Yeah, let's say it's in Waterfall. They just happen to be in Waterfall.
They both happen to be in
Or not
waterfall.
waterfall, flooded chest.
I'm not sure that Ahab's going to be opening anything anymore, though.
What if he wants to go for it?
If so, I think he would do Meyer rather than go all the way up the mountain and climb GT. That's got to be faster, right?
Yeah, I would
even
think
with
that
a big key hunt.
Yeah, I think Meyer will probably be faster. I don't want to reclimb the mountain again.
No.
Actually, the mountain had nothing, did it?
Flippers in GT, like that's effectively it.
You picking up that armor is a bit questionable.
Well, Ruby, we were talking about the theoretical if Ahab opens stuff and gets the last two components.
He did open waterfall right there, right? Or diver down. So I guess we're not gonna...
No, he didn't.
No, okay. Well,
no, he just grabbed a heart. Yeah, no, there's likely no way that he's skipping through. It makes sense. It's, again, this is a mode that can, I don't know. I'm interested to hear your thought on these modes, Gamma, because like all of the hunt modes always make me feel like I have to play frenetically, and I always feel like every little thing is just like builds upon itself faster than normal modes.
If I'm in the race room and this seed is generated, my achoo, you know. So, according to my doctor, I have to avoid anything that causes any allergy. So
that's that's
right
good medical advice. That's just sound. So
yeah, if you happen to sneeze or cough, as a seed like this is generated, or any seed, follow the medical advice of your doctor, and I would recommend taking a couple of days, rest, plenty of liquids, recover from these severe allergies you may be experiencing.
So Fear did get the Go Mode hook shot there on Bombo's tablet. Ahab beat Swamp, so they're even up on Triforce pieces at 8 apiece. But we know that Ahab is going to have to go back up the mountain and climb GT for the piece that Fear has already gotten.
Yeah. Yeah, Fear is in a pretty good position here. So, with Hookshot on hand, do we go to Hookshot Cave and look for Samaria? Why, you may be asking?
Yes, I am asking.
Oh, well, maybe he decides to want to do some Mars strats against Ganon. It's an option. Maybe he doesn't feel comfortable with the typical 1-on-1 that people tend to do. Maybe he feels more comfortable with Samaria. Just an option, throwing that out there.
So who are we talking about in this theoretical situation? Ahab or Fear, who right now is most likely to get to Ganon first and has already gone up the mountain?
Well, I'm thinking here. Fear? No, Fear would probably be saying a lot of bad things about me if I would recommend that to him, and he's getting bullied here. Are we gonna open the chest? No, we got silvers, we got tempered, we got armor, we got half magic.
Yeah, Fear's in plenty fine position here for Ganon fight.
Does he open his chest? No, he's not.
Yeah, it doesn't seem likely that anybody's opening anything the rest of the way.
Looks like Gilgamesh is confirming he is a big fan of Ice Palace without Samaria and would prefer to spend more time in there without Samaria.
I mean, that jives with Gil's position on Ice Palace, so you know,
Yeah.
consistency is important.
Always have to read between the lines as well. You know, when someone says they hate Ice Palace, do they really hate Ice Palace? Did you read between the lines between that very, you know, vague message?
Yes, it definitely seems vague. Hate being a very, very vague emotion. Yeah.
Maybe they spoke, which is possibility.
They could have. That does frequently happen.
Yeah, so
people mean to say totally love when Fear took out Argus, Ahab took out Cold Stare, and I guess we're gonna see the exact time differential here.
Yeah, so he just entered ice when he's going up the mountain. Like Fear will probably be in the icebreaker, the Ice Palace bomb jump when he goes into GT. So yeah, I feel like Fear's got a bit of about 2-minute leeway, more or less. All right, Ahab, are we gonna get the full magic refill here?
The full magic refill on the magic he's got.
Can you really be sure that you got a full magic refill after the Cold Stare fight?
I can't. Maybe not. You know, it's a toss up.
Just you know, getting confirmation that you are in fact getting magic.
It is important.
It's always nice to have that confirmation.
You never know if the game's gonna, cause you to lose. Okay, this is not cool, Lionels. Let Ahab run through here.
Yeah, so yeah, Ice Palace bomb jump room when he's about to enter GT. So I was kind of close, kind of. Urcha's got lucky RNG, that's all.
You get lucky RNG.
I fear, are we gonna open this chest? No, we're not gonna open anything now. He might be I wonder if he feels behind because he opted not to do Smith Shannon. You could have had that knowledge way earlier. The hook shot, that is.
Yeah, he could, and I guess, I mean, again, definitely not a hover here, but, I know I've seen some folks say that when they fail hovering in an area several times, like that time compounds in your head. Like, oh, I'm giving up back so much time to my opponent by not doing this, but really, that him succeeding in hovering Moldorm 2 is the difference in this race.
Yeah. That's actually true. You're using a full half magic bar, only killing 2 Cold Stare plus with it. Had to finish it off with swings here at the end.
But he finished it off.
But he did finish it off after using a full half magic bar. I'm sorry, that required, I had to emphasize there.
Yeah, his money's worth. He got the half magic. He spent the time opening those chests atop GT. He wants to use it.
Yeah, absolutely. I applaud you for that, Fear. Kind of.
Alright, so Fear's going to make his way to Ganon. Ahab is still climbing here, coming up on Landmo 2.
There you go. Nice and neat kill. Easy peasy.
No,
all right, are we gonna maybe Bombos? Maybe Bombos.
Maybe Bombos. We didn't find any other medallions. No ether.
Bo.
We got 2 of them. There we go.
Yeah. Remember, if you want to go the lazy approach, Bombos does work.
Yeah, that takes me back to my early days of starting off with like the climb. We are using Bombos on everything. That's the way all the top gamers do it.
Oh well, you know what? It does a job. It kills all the enemies in the room. So No need to bother chasing that elusive Stalfos that's just dodging your sword swings. Fear using cape. Very well, Fear. We're going to talk about that afterwards. It looks like Ahab might be done by the time or getting like Triforce when Fear is done here.
I thought Ahab might get in the go before Fear finished, but it's going to be very close at this point.
Yeah. Alright, Fear, I don't want to see a menu in phase 4. I don't want to see you get the torch glitch. I will scream eternally if you do.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to... Let's see. No torch glitch? Okay, good.
No.
Alright, that's good. That's good. Go for a double. No, oh, there you go. Oh, very well done. Although he did get the cringe menu, so I'll take out 1 point from that. So 9 out of 10. GG's, Fear. Yeah, get your GG's out in chat for Fear Agent pulling off the win. Game 1 is the first game between these two runners or teams.
That's going to move 3 off the tee to 3-0 overall with 9 points.
Finishing off an official time of 1:19:35. Non-gamma minutes.
Non-gamma minutes. Ahab did get into go just before Fear finished. And
Yeah, so
looks like he's going to close this one out.
Yeah, fairly close there at the end. Yeah, besides, I guess Ahab did have the Norse checks over Fear, but Fear did have a couple of those failed attempts at the GT.
Yeah, and then Fear wound up giving back a little bit of that time, but it also led into his go mode. So
yeah, so fairly close overall still.
Yeah, very solid race. I mean, I can't say that either of these players did anything that was wildly off base either. Like, they made very sound decisions, a lot of similar pathing, and the difference was Fear hovering that Moldorm 2 chest with enough room to spare to hold on for this advantage here at the end.
Maybe he should have heard Hookshot Cave. Maybe.
Yeah, we never saw what else was in there.
Yeah, maybe there was the Force Bottle. Maybe Ether, so they could have used that against the Wizrobes.
Ether and Samaria, so you can go.
Ether and Samaria, yeah.
TR.
Ether, so you can get your Samaria and TR.
How's that work?
I guess Mirror Clip isn't legal yet. I guess what's time in Burger World. Ahab, I'm sorry, but I have to see. Will you do a torch glitch and will you do the menu? Okay, well, there's a menu. We got, okay, this is a beneficial torch glitch. Go for the side. Okay, well, you know what? This kind of works. Yeah, this works because you're not going to light up the torch.
You'll get it done in this phase.
There you go. There you go. GG's to Ahab for finishing it out. Only just, what, a little over 2 minutes? About 3 minutes, so not too far off.
Yeah, less than a 3-minute margin between those two. Very well played.
No, oh, no invite said because I forget. I guess we have to do this thing. Hold on. Done. I have done. Oh, I put him as forfeit? Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Did I put? Oh, I did. What? I didn't mean. Oh, well.
Gamma, please.
He has not forfeited. He has finished. Let me try to correct that.
He finished. You saw him finish.
Oh, done. Someone else did it. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm new at this. Alright, he has finished. There, the forfeit has been reversed. The hands of time have been reversed. Any dirty misclicks have been fixed. A nice band-aid put over that. And we are joined by both runners, GG's to you both, Sphere Agent and Ahab.
GG's.
Yeah, GG, man.
GG's.
GG. So I think, yeah, well, first off, how did you enjoy the scene? Both of you doing the same opening. I'm sure one of you may have felt a little bad leaving the mirror there, not going in with a front of Hyrule play.
Yeah, I went back and forth on whether or not I should go back in, and by the time I left, I was like, "Oops, I should have done that." And then, of course, the mirror's there. I felt super bad.
Same. I felt behind after I found it. So.
Yeah, you both basically went in back in Hyrule Castle around the same time. Yeah, the mirror and the bottle was there, so you would have also had the Pearl going into Kakariko at the flute activation. Yeah, you both did the same thing. Both did South Shore. I think the only difference is you went straight to the Sick Kid turn-in, so you put off Desert and Mire area for a while Ahab, which turned out to be nothing over there anyways. But yeah, both of you... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I didn't want to go to Desert without the boots. I mean, I knew... Yeah, I was just banking that nothing was there, to be honest with you, and I just went straight for the Dark World right after Pearl. So.
Yeah. No, that's... Yeah, that's...
Where was the book? I totally forgot where the book was.
Where was that?
Village? Thieves Town? Because you got it
was
after Skullwoods, because neither of you did a pet check. So I'm sure you got it around there. It was in Village or Thieves Town?
So after Thieves Town, I realized, okay, I've got the mountain, I've got Pod, I might be able to get the GT. Well, I knew I could get the GT, but I didn't do much. So I was like, do I do Smith Chain or do I just go clear dungeons? And I left that Smith Chain obviously till the end, but I would have been, I think, go mode flippers instead of go mode hookshot.
Yeah. One thing we did notice when Ahab was doing the Smith Chain, doing all that cleanup after Village, you, if you're opted to go straight for dungeons and the mountain afterwards. Ahab, we noticed as soon as you turned in purple chest, you opted not to do the tablet check. But I assume that was because you were Chest and Fire Story and probably not relevant, and you had all the density waiting for you in Hype Cave, Pod, and Mountain.
Yeah, the whole plan was the whole plan was to just do Hype Cave and then all the dungeons I could. Plus the mountain. I was banking on density. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, and that's totally fair because going, when you got that Master Sword in Hype Cave, there was a sword right there. Like, does he go back for that tile? It's like so awful one-off. I feel like you just don't go over there. You probably focus on Pod and Mountain at that point.
Yep.
Who was the first to boots? Because I felt really bad about those two.
Me too.
You were first, Sphere.
Oh, okay.
Then Ahab a little after. Yeah, if you're made up a lot of time skipping the Smith Chain and all that, Dark will check from that loop. After
I went back. Yeah, I went back and did it, but I had the boots when I did it.
Yeah. I think the biggest game decider was when you both were in GT. You probably sticking around Fear and going for the hover attempt rather than, Ahab coming back later.
Oh, right. You didn't have the hook shot then. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was basically the big difference right there.
I assume you hovered for the second triangle, right?
Yeah, it took me a while though. I was so tilted because I almost got it the first attempt. Like it was like pixels away, and it took me, I don't know, four or five attempts after that.
Yeah,
Gamma was cheering you on, Fear.
Yeah,
was he?
No worry about that. Gamma was
I'm sure.
ardently supporting you here in the comms.
Yeah. for the hover, but I was also calling out the dirty play. Yeah, Ahab, I recall you did hover before. I remember seeing you hover up before. Were you just not feeling that today?
I've never hovered in my life.
You never? I thought I saw you hover in Hookshot Cave before. Okay, then I'm just...
I could balance. I can't hover.
Okay.
So did you bomb jump your way to the flippers, or?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Okay, then it's
just...
I
don't know that bomb jump, to be honest.
Okay. Well, yeah, you also ended up doing the Norse Darkwold after. I think all you had left was Pyramid, I think, at that point when you got the hookshot, right?
Yeah, so I was checking things that were out of logic, hoping there would be maybe a medallion from Meyer and maybe a Samaria or both.
Yeah. Hmm.
But I knew, you know, Hookshot was out there somewhere, and I was so afraid it was Lumberjack because I did not check that.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Fear ended up avoiding doing the water checks after GT. We thought it was gonna be behind the boot checks, you know, Bonk Rocks or Kingston, but yeah, at that
Yeah,
point,
I thought it was Smith Chain. I was gonna get cooked, and if Ahab had checked the tablet, I think I probably would have been cooked. Yeah.
Yeah, if Ahab did check that tablet, it most likely would have gone his way, definitely. Yeah, but yeah, that tablet sucks. I mean, if you don't have a Master Sword to get the item, doing that one-off check is just very awful. So I get it. And it was looking very jet too. You guys had Hammer, Mitts, and you know Bo. You had a lot of access to the world still when you finished Thieves Town. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, but your team will have a chance to come back at this. It's gonna be it's Beer playing, right? Beer this week.
Yeah, Beer and TJ. So
TJ, that's gonna be a really good one.
Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, we'll see if they end up coming off with a win. You know, pulling out, making it an even series here. Yeah. Any final words from either of you? Ahab here.
no, GG's. Sorry about the tablet.
Yeah, GG. I can't hover.
I'm sorry.
Like to learn one day. I don't have the dexterity for it.
I'm with you. I'm with you. You know, I don't hover, and I'm cool with Team Lazy.
Yeah, I got fat fingers. Doesn't really help. But yeah, thanks for putting the restream on all that stuff.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks again. I think that's it for today. I don't know if we have any more races happening right now or later today. Probably not, but I'm being very professional and checking the schedule. Yeah, not checking the schedule, I mean. But,
yeah, I didn't see any. Definitely not in Invitational. Let's do a quick check of Open.
Yeah.
And yeah, nothing until tomorrow.
Okay, so this is the last match for today. So, yeah, it was a great match. Arya, thank you very much. This was very fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks for wanting to come. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We learned a lot of interesting new facts tonight.
Yeah, we're always learning every day. Every day is something new.
Yeah, and great play again by both Fear and Ahab. Both played well enough to win this race. I'm sure tomorrow's race between Beer and TJ will be good, and also thanks to Sigma behind the scenes for helping get this all set up, so that we could get this on tonight.
Yeah, definitely. All right. With that, I hope everybody has a good rest of your evening, and please enjoy some lovely crème glacée ice cream out there. And have a good night, all.